On this episode of Cheesing It Up, we're looking at Havarti cheese. Stay tuned. Havarti cheese originated in the 1800s in Denmark on an experimental farm. Now, Havarti cheese is known to be a pretty soft cheese, more of a creamy taste associated with it, but overall pretty mild with a very slight sweetness. We have two different types of Havarti cheese here today. We have your traditional Havarti cheese. We also have one that's infused with dill. So I've had both of these cheeses many times. They're pretty common. You'll find these on a charcuterie board. Also, a lot of individuals like putting these cheeses in grilled cheese because they're known to be very good melting cheeses as well. Both these cheeses today come to me courtesy of my sister-in-law, Brittany and Mark. So thank you very much for these delicious cheeses. They're purchased at a store called Lidl, which is a discount grocery chain around the United States. We also will see a pretty similar offering from Aldi and also various cheeses from Trader Joe's. All three of those stores are very good places to potentially purchase cheese. You have a pretty large variety at a very reasonable price, so you can sample many different types of cheese at those stores. They are all sold underneath a generic label, but they do come from cheese manufacturers all over the world. So let's go ahead, let's slice into these cheeses. So the first one is your generic, pretty standard Havarti cheese. Very soft, very creamy as I described earlier. Very slight sweetness and also a little bit of tang. Overall, this is a pretty good cheese. The second one is a dill. Try that one. A lot of similar properties to the first cheese, although you do pick up those strong dill properties. So after sampling both these cheeses, I do like both of them. However, I do prefer the plain versus the dill infused Havarti, just because the plain one does taste a little bit creamier. It's a little bit softer, has more complex flavors associated with it, versus the dill. For the most part, you taste a little bit of that creaminess of the cheese, but it is a little bit overpowered by the dill taste. If you are somebody that likes pickles or the dill flavor, you'd probably love the dill-infused Havarti cheese. But for me, being more of a traditionalist, I like some of the complementary flavors of the original, especially if you pair it with a cracker. Or melt it down and put it into a grilled cheese. Thanks for tuning in today, and until next time, keep cheesing it up.